The flood's coming.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, for giving us the spirit and power to come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked society, Babylon the Great, and to uplift and wake our people up and give them the knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of who they are and what they need to be doing in these last days while we're watching this wicked kingdom fall, man. So what we doing? We out here. What we out here doing is we out here spiritually blowing the trumpet in Zion, man, around our people. We out here for our people and our people only, and telling them to repent for the remission of sins under the blood of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach.
Right.
Let's get it.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 5. Declare ye in Judah and publish in Jerusalem and say, blow ye the trumpet in the land. Cry, gather together and say, assemble yourselves and let us go into the defense city.
You see that? Blow ye the trumpet. We always had different reasons on why we blew trumpets in the nation of Israel. Today is the day of the Feast of Trumpets. And it's about to end as soon as the sun go down. As soon as you don't see the sun no more, the Feast of Trumpets is over. And I pray that you brothers and sisters kept it to the best of your ability, because that's part of the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God, right? This is going to help determine if you get salvation or not. And that's just what it is. Whether they hear or whether they forbear, for they are rebellious children. We know that already. You got that in the, you got something? Let's go to 1 John chapter 3 and verse 7 in the NLT. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 7. All praises to the Most High God. We made it through another year, but we hope that this is our last year here in this captivity. If you're not watching news and prophecies and the things that's coming about, they have new things coming into play coming into 2025. The WEF just proclaimed that there's going to be about 6 billion people that die in 2025. How they know that, we don't know, and it's weird as hell. But they also just came in with basically a new constitution called Pact for the Future. If you don't know about that, you should go and read on that, man. Reading is fun to your mental. It's fun to your mental. That's why it's called fundamental, and you need it, man. You need to read, and you need to know what's going on if you call yourself the children of Israel. The Most High God, through Paul, he says, we are not the children of the dark, but we are the children of the light. That means you got to know what's going on in order to be in the light, man. You're not in the dark, meaning you're not in the, you don't know. Being in darkness, meaning you don't know. You can't see what's going on, which is the majority of these people. But we're in the light. We read. No, we take an hour out of our day and read what we got to read and what we need to read. You know, we download apps, and when those apps pop up on our phone, we read it, man. We look into it, and we dig deeper and deeper and deeper. Go ahead, Doc.
The book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 7. Dear children, don't let anyone deceive you about this.
Don't let nobody lie to you. Go ahead.
When people do what is right, it shows that they are righteous.
When you doing what is right, standing up for righteousness in this wicked ass society that's full of darkness, that's what makes us righteous in the eyes of the Most High God. It's not the laws alone. It's not faith alone. It's we believing our faith by doing what's right, and what's right, what's good is the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High God, right? And that's why we kept Feast of Trumpets to the best of our ability. And Day of Atonement is coming up on the 10th. You got Tabernacles coming up on the 15th at evening. You got a lot of brothers that wear fringes and they say Shalom Ak and Khan, but they not gonna keep these feast days. And it's gonna be shame on you. Go ahead.
it says, when people do what is right, it shows that they are righteous.
Yep.
Even as Hamashiach is righteous.
You see that? That's what we follow. Yahushua Hamashiach. And even Yahushua Hamashiach said, if you want to enter into life, keep the commandments. Let's go to Joel chapter 2. Yes, sir. Go to the NIV or the NLT. It don't matter. NIV or NLT. So we are here spiritually blowing the trumpet, you know, to our people, whether they hear or whether they forbear. There was always people in our land when the trumpets was blown, they never paid attention to it, whether it was spiritually or physically, man. Go ahead. 2 on 1. I'm gonna get this one. So this is Amos. Let me just go to the chapter, Amos 3. So when you go to Amos chapter 3, before you get that, Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. Oh, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealed his secret to his servants, the prophets. So his servants, the prophets, are the ones that's out there spiritually blowing the trump in Zion and warning them that there is war coming, which we know as Jacob's trouble. It's on its way, it's coming, man. And we have to prepare ourselves. And this is not something you can physically prepare for with guns, with building your weight up and getting all buffed up. These are things you cannot, you can't prepare that way. You have to spiritually prepare. Paul says the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High God to the pulling down of the strongholds, roughly paraphrasing. And that's what we got to do, man. So, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people shall not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? The Lord is the one who's bringing this judgment down. Give me Isaiah 58:1. The Lord is the one who's bringing this judgment down that he's about to bring on the people. And we're out here warning the people and telling them it's not the devil doing this. It's not the so-called government doing this, because the Bible says in the days that we're coming upon that even the powers that be shall stand in great fear. They're going to lose grip of the narrative and they're going to lose grip of power. And it's going to be all in the Most High God's hand. And he's going to tear this place up, man. And that's what we're waiting for. Why are we waiting for this? It's because we do what's pleasing in the sight of the Most High God. Scoot over a little bit. Over here. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Cry aloud. Spare not.
Yep.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
He says, cry aloud, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. So as we lift in our voice as a trumpet, what are we telling our people? Go ahead.
And show my people their transgression and the house of Jacob their sin.
So no matter how mad they get at us, the Most High told us to come out here and show you your sins. Now you can say, well, you in sin too. You trying to act like you didn't sin. We're not saying that. We're not sinners. If you go to the Blue Letter Bible, the word sinner, you can go to the Blue Letter Bible, you can go to Safari, you can go to the lexicon, you can go to any of those. And it's going to tell you a sinner is somebody that's devoted to sin, meaning they don't give a damn what you talking about. They don't care what you talking about. They're going to eat that pork, that good old pork. They going to sleep with their wife while she on her period. They going to dabble in zodiac signs, man, which the Most High God told us not to deal with that too. They going to cut off their beard. They going to not wear their fringes.
Homosexuality.
Homosexuality.
I just seen them Edomite when we first started. I ain't going to interrupt the floor of the lesson. Damn Edomite, he jogging past. He got on a shirt. It say, "It sounds gay, I'm in." Oh, and it had a rainbow in there, man. The mockery, man.
Yep. That's mocking the Most High. The Most High said what? They should be put to death. He like, yeah, all right, try it here in our kingdom, in our domain. Try it.
Proud. The Lord already hate pride. You going deep into abomination and you being proud about that? You a proud homosexual? That's why the Lord got to destroy this place, man.
Yep. Hey, give me read that one more time, but give me Second Ezra. Matter of fact, I'll get the Second Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 1. Read that one more time.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sin.
And that's what we come out here to do. We come out here to cry aloud. That's why we have megaphones with us most of the time. But we're out here, me and the brother out here doing a little bit extra work, finishing off the day of the Feast of Trumpets strong. And we're telling our people when we see them, right now we're prophesying to the wind. But when we see our people, we tell them they sins. We examine them and we speak to them. We don't just judge according to appearance. We actually talk to our people and we hear them out and we judge according to what they tell us. Not according to our words though, but according to the Most High said you can't do this, or the Most High told you to do this. We judge according to that. It's all true. All his judgments, all his counsels, all his ways is faithful and true. And we don't give a damn what nobody else say. So we gonna come out here and show you your sins. And it just shows how far gone or how far separated the world is from the Most High in these last days, man. Because they scoff at us, right? So this is Second Ezra chapter 1 and verse 3. You know, and to show that they even did this in captivity. The Most High told his people, he set up leaders in captivity and said, go and show my people their sins and their transgressions, right? Even though you got brothers walking around here trying to tear down what we built, calling themselves Hebrew Israelites, but they tearing down what we built up, but you can't tear this down. You know what I'm saying? This house isn't built on sand. This house is built on a hill, man. This house is sturdy, man. Ain't nothing you're gonna better do against the truth, but for the truth, right? So it says, Second Ezra chapter 1 and 3. The son of Aaron, the tribe of Levi, which was captive in the land of the Medes in the reign of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, go thy way and show my people their sinful deeds, and their children their wickedness, which they have done against me, that they may tell their children's children. And that's what we tell our children. When they be like, Dad, why you go to work every day? It's because we sinned against the Most High God because of our wicked deeds. I haven't been in the truth all my life. I didn't know about these scriptures all my life. But the moment that the Most High revealed it to me, that's when we start our repentance. We can't do nothing about our former sins. Yeah, that's why Yahweh Shah stepped in and intervened about our former sins. That's what we teach our children. Right? It says, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them. Right? We pick up where they left off. We don't want to pick up on all the good stuff our forefathers did. We want to pick up on all the wickedness they did. Like King Von, a perfect example. That nigga wanted to pick up where his father left off. He was a murderer. Come to find out the nigga daddy was a murderer. It's like, damn. Now I see where you get it from. And niggas want to honor their father. So he's picking up, he's increased in his father's sins. Meaning he's grew and he's worse. He probably had more bodies than his daddy. But look where he ended up. His daddy was put to death and he was walking the earth. And now he's put to death and his son is walking the earth. Ain't that crazy how that works? That's why you got in Lamentations 5, he says, our fathers have sinned and they are not. Meaning they're not here. A lot of our forefathers, our fathers perished because of their sins. And we walk right along in their footsteps. Right? It says, because the sins of their fathers are increased in them, where they have forgotten me and have offered unto strange gods. That's what our people are doing. Instead of keeping the feast of trumpets or the Day of Atonement or the Feast of Tabernacles, they're going to keep Halloween. They're going to keep Thanksgiving. You know, people can't wait till Thanksgiving and Christmas come about. They can't wait. Right? And that's offering strange incense that's offering incense to strange gods, whether you want to believe that or not, through the spirit, because it says in Sirach 34 and 1 or 35 and 1 that keeping the commandments of the Most High God is a peace offering. So what's the opposite of that? All right. So let's go to Joel chapter 2 in the NLT or the NIV, whichever one. Hey, and the thing is our people see us out here. That's part of the point on why you was commanded to come out here. Isaiah chapter 30 and 20, where you shall say, though he give you the bread of affliction and the water of adversity, he says his people are not going to be removed in the water anymore, but they're going to hear a word behind them saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. Whether they hear or whether they forbear, it really doesn't matter. And it really doesn't matter what the people think about us in these last days while we stand up here and preach the gospel. Go ahead.
The book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Sound the trumpet in Jerusalem.
Right.
Raise the alarm on my holy mountain.
Yep.
Let everyone tremble in fear.
Right. So this is about his people. He said he's talking about the judgment that he's about to bring in the time of Joel, man. And it's the Most High God doesn't change. Therefore, he's going to bring this same judgment upon the Israelites in these last days. And we ain't talking about them Jewish rats that's over there. We are the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
And can't nobody prove or tell us different. We know who we are in these last days. We are the children of Israel, man. So continue.
It says, let everyone tremble in fear, because the day of the Lord is upon us.
Yep. And that's why we come out here and tell our people to repent for the remission of sins. That's why they're going against us. You got Kamala Harris. She's speaking about us and our doctrine. Hillary Clinton. Like, if what we doing is fake, why even mention us? Why not just go on about that bullshit ass campaign? Why mention us? Hey, well, I think it was Trump also. They all are mentioning the Hebrew Israelites for some strange reason, and they're trying to stop us once again, like they did in Psalms 83. This council they had. Here it is. They against each other in every way, but they'll come together. Look now, but here it is. They'll come together to go against us. What does that sound like? That sound like it does, but it sounds like the Pharisees and the Sadducees. If you don't know the Pharisees and the Sadducees, go look it up in the history. They was killing each other, man. The Sadducees and the Pharisees. They was killing each other. But then here it is, they come together to try to go against Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. The way, the truth, the life. And this is what we come out here and bring to our people. Yahweh Shah HaMashiach's blood, the way, the truth, and the life. And this is our form of blowing the trumpet in Zion, man. Keep going.
It says, it is a day of darkness and gloom, right? A day of thick clouds and deep blackness.
Every time the Lord was about to destroy a place, he always sent messengers out to tell them, how fair is that? That is the most fairest thing to do, is to warn people before you're about to destroy something. That's like an apartment complex. You put notices on everybody's door, and you're like, hey, this building is about to get knocked down in the next 30 days. Make sure you have everything out of your house. Make sure that everything is gone, including you. And then here it is, the 30 days is over and you're still in the house. You're going to get knocked down with the house. And that's exactly what's going on in Babylon. That's why you're commanded to come out of her, my people, in these last days. You got something? Go ahead.
It says, suddenly, like a dawn spreading across the mountains, a great and mighty army appears. Nothing like it has been seen before or will ever be seen again.
So a lot of people don't even consider stuff like the minor prophets as they speak for the future. Like in times we're in now. Joel spoke about Armageddon. Joel spoke, and in fact, that's one of the most common scriptures that Israelites go to in these last days to show that Armageddon is going to happen. That's what they go to. They go to Joel chapter 3. We're in Joel chapter 2. Joel chapter 2 and 3, they actually go together. They actually is future prophecies. You got something? But we out here blowing the trumpet and telling our people and warning them. Now, I know what we look like up here. Look at us. We look like niggas up here. We look like straight niggas. But guess what? If I'm gonna get asked. Guess what? In the book of Acts, chapter 4 and 13, it says, Now when they saw the boldness of Peter and John and perceived that they were unlearned and ignorant men, that's the same way they look at us. Like, bro, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's unlearned. You don't know what you're talking about. And ignorant men. We don't know anything. Ignorant means just not to know. So according to the world, we're unlearned and ignorant men because we say things like America gonna be destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. We're unlearned and ignorant to them because they don't see that in the Bible. We see it clearly.
Go ahead. This is the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 22 and verse 26. With the merciful, thou wilt show thyself merciful, and with the upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. So the Most High, he judging how he see fit, and he gonna judge everybody according to their works. In general, the nation is going into a great judgment, right? That's what we coming upon. You know, 2/3 got to go. A great number of our people is gonna be slaughtered, right? And but there is gonna be a remnant because with the upright, he gonna show himself upright. With the merciful, he gonna show himself to be merciful. So you gotta trust in the Lord and hope in his mercy, right? If you plan to escape this judgment that's coming upon the earth, right? We got more sicknesses coming up. We got starvation coming up. If you haven't noticed, they've been destroying all the food plants over the past year or two.
Over the past 3 years.
It's been so many food plants destroyed because they're planning to starve you out. If you don't accept this mark of the beast, which would be we believe to be a chip in your right hand or in your forehead, if you don't accept that, then they're not going to allow you access to their resources, right? So you got to avoid taking that chip, because if you take that chip, you ain't going to escape the judgment.
Yep. And guess what? This is the same thing that ancient Rome did. When they moved in 70 AD, they cut off all their water and food supply. Because, you know, it's the same thing as it's today. The only difference is you actually have real vehicles. But back then, they had donkeys and horses carrying food in and out of Jerusalem. And when they seen Babylon and when they seen Esau moving in, the Romans moving in 70 AD, Titus and Vespasian, I believe it is, they shut the gates. And the Romans wouldn't let nobody come in or out. So they cut off their water and their food supply. And read in Zechariah chapter 14. This is what was going on when the food supply get cut off. 14 and 1.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 14 and verse 1. Now, behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee.
That's what's going to happen. It tells you that in 2nd Ezra 2. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. It says that you shall be thrown out of your house, and all your possession is going to be for goods. That's what it says in 2nd Ezra. End time prophecy. The same thing that happened before is going to happen again, man. They're going to come up against the nation of Israel again. And a lot of you niggas out there is going to be a shield for the elect, man. Go ahead.
It says, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished.
See that? It says that what's going to happen, this is what's coming right now. This is a form of us blowing a trumpet telling you that this is coming. Read it one more time.
It says, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken.
So the city shall be taken, surrounded, ransacked, however you want to cut it. But this is what's going to be happening. Go ahead.
It says, and the house is rifled.
You know what it means when your house is rifled? It means your house is invaded. Your home where you lay your head, people are going to be kicking down the door and coming in and taking your goods. Hey, taking your kids and putting them in low level slavery, man. Low level. You're gonna be carrying their luggage all around Babylon, man. You ain't gonna see your kids no more. Police ain't gonna better help you look for your kids no more. Or your wife. Your wife gonna be a bad wench, man. They're gonna be tying her up to a tree, having their way to her with her, like they did in that movie, The Revenant. They had that when it was the Calvary versus the Native Americans. If you watch that movie, The Revenant, with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they was telling the Native Americans they was going all around looking for this one specific daughter, and the Frenchmen they was doing business with was giving them the horses and the guns and and what they needed in exchange for wine from the Native Americans. Whole time they was giving them the horses to go look for the Native American's daughter. Whole time they had her daughter and they was having their way with her, man. They was having their way with that girl. And it's real life stuff. I can pull out a book right now and show you that's what they was really doing in real life. So when you make a movie of it, it's called mockery, man. That's saying, what you gonna do about this? This is what we did to y'all right here. Look, and you watching it, eating popcorn, not looking at nothing spiritual about it. Nigga, they mocking you.
Hey, if you don't, so when it speak about Jerusalem, right? It's referring to the physical location Jerusalem, but it's also referring to the people, right?
Yeah, we are people before a place.
We are people before a place, right? So these things is gonna take hold of the Israelites, right? If you don't know what these things go back to, right? Your woman being ravished, going into captivity, so on and so forth. These things go back to the curses. These are the punishments for breaking God's laws. So with that being said, the same way he said that the curses was going to pursue you until they overtake you, the same way this prophecy is going to pursue you until it overtakes you, right? It ain't no escaping. It ain't no teaming up with the heathen. It ain't none of that that's going to be able to deliver you from the judgment of the Lord, except for walking in his ways, loving him with all your heart, all your soul, and all your might, loving your brother as yourself, your neighbor as yourself. Those are the only things that's going to help you be delivered, right? Like, bro, arguments with heathens and debates and all of that shit is not going to build you up in the spirit. You need to hear the sincere milk of the word. You need to be hearing what you need to be doing in the last days to build character, man. That's what the hell you need to be hearing. Straight up, man. Go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna finish off on that Zechariah. The book of Zechariah.
And this is what happened. This happened. Zechariah, I believe he was in a Babylonian captivity, and this is what he witnessed, or this is what the Most High God told him was gonna happen. Either way, man, we know the words of the Most High God is faithful and true. They just as a matter of fact, they are even better than somebody actually witnessing. Ain't that crazy? The Most High God's words is better. They're more believable than somebody coming and telling you that they actually seen it with their own eyes.
Correct.
Go ahead.
Book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 2. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished.
You know what ravished mean? Raped. The Most High God is telling you this is gonna happen here in America. Hey, this is an over-sexualized community. Hey, you see what the fuck they was saying about Diddy? Hey, you see this, bro? They got this nigga on document. This nigga, it's been documented. I'm talking about they actually got lawyers coming out with this information that this nigga was putting coke and horse tranquilizer in people's drinks. And if you didn't drink it, you was forced to leave. So many people, they didn't name like 10. They couldn't even go out the whole list. Bro, it was people as young as 9 years old. And they said that their anus was hurt. Their anus and their vagina was hurt. That's all you kept hearing through the whole little thing. I'm like, bro, we all knew that's what he was on, but we got so much confirmation. We got confirmation now. But my point is, it's a lot of people that think like Diddy, man. It's a lot of people that think like him. Hey, and then the women, the way they dress, bro, it's just it seems like it goes perfectly together. The judgment of the Lord, it seems like it goes perfectly together. The way that the men are and the way that the women dress, the Most High gonna have a ball. The Most High want to hear the screams of the people that scoffed and mocked at His word. Man. He want to hear those screams. He want to hear the screams of the people, man. That's gonna be like an incense to Him. Right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like a beautiful incense to Him. Go ahead.
It says, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity.
Half of the city, the same way it was back then, it was called captivity, of course. Now it's called FEMA camps. So half the city gonna go forth into FEMA camps. Everybody not gonna go into the FEMA camp. Some people are gonna be smart enough to leave their houses. Some people are gonna be smart enough to flee, man, before they can able to get caught and put in the FEMA camp. Man, one day you're gonna be seeing yellow buses everywhere, and they're gonna be having buses for specifically children, specifically women. They're gonna be separating families, man. It's all that's gonna be happening. Why these people worrying about all this dumbass shit, man, that's going on in the earth. Worrying about Cardi being Offset. Worrying about Diddy. Worrying about Janet Jackson and Kamala Harris, man. All that shit is a distraction, man. And the spiritual demon, Satan, is the one who's strong enough to make things like that happen and right at the perfect time. Go ahead.
It says, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city.
Right, and a lot of people, they're gonna be complaining, right? I had went over a lesson when I first made my personal page, and it was going over how they got this, I forgot, it's called the color code something. It's something like that.
Yeah.
But they got certain colors. They got red, they got green, and they got blue. So red is, they're immediately putting you to death. You know too much. People from the Hebrew Israelites to people like Umar Johnson, those kind of people, bro, they're gonna put them down easily because they know too much. They too conscious. They're gonna start a rebellion. They're gonna consider them Nat Turners and shit. But then you got people that they're gonna put pressure on, that they're gonna take to FEMA camps until they crack. And then you got people that just don't know shit, like gamers. Them niggas don't know nothing. Remember that one gamer we met? He was right here. He didn't know nothing that was going on in the earth.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
He didn't know nothing.
He was like docile. He was soft. He didn't care about nothing.
Nothing.
He just, yeah, man, I just play the game. I'm just a gamer.
That's all I do. And it's like, nigga, you an idiot. This is the worst time to be doing that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with playing the game, but this is the worst time to make that a priority. Straight up. All right, was that it? Yeah, read to 3.
Verse 3. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle.
And this goes back to Daniel chapter 12 and 1. This go around where angel is going, matter of fact, get that, Daniel 12 and 1. Where the angel Michael is going to stand up and fight for the children of Israel. But is he going to fight for all of the children of Israel? No, because 2 out of every 3 of our people got to die, man. We know this already. That don't mean the Most High God word ain't working just because you start seeing Jake dying in massive numbers. Daniel 12 and 1. Get Isaiah 10 and 20. All praises to the Most High God that he woke us up to the knowledge of the truth. And that's why we do what we do. At the least you can do, man. That's why he said, be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind to prove what's acceptable, good will of God. That's the least we can do. For the Most High having so much mercy on us and pulling us the wool from off our eyes and allowing us to see the world for what it is, man.
Right.
Bro, you ain't nobody gonna make it in this society if the Lord continues to keep going, allows us to keep going.
Daniel 12 and 1.
12 and 1.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12, and verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
See, the great prince Michael, he's going to stand up for the Israelites. This is where This is where our comfort come in. This is the Most High God gives us comfort by saying there's going to be an angel. And of course, Michael going to have angels with him. And if you don't know, go to Daniel chapter 10 and the last couple of verses where it said, and in Daniel 10, it'll explain to you how angels fight each other. When a nation goes to war against another nation, angels are fighting also. It's not just a carnal ass battle, it's a spiritual battle too, where the angels are fighting. Go ahead. You found it? Go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 10, and it says, verse 20.
Yeah.
Then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee?
So start at 19.
Verse 19. And said, I'm gonna start at 18.
All right.
Then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man.
See that? So he looked like a man, but he was actually an angel. So what did this tell you? Angels walk amongst us all the time. In the time of Abraham, when they went and checked on Sodom and Gomorrah, they was men. So you'll have an angel walking up and down the street. He's just looking at everything. He looked lost. But nigga, he looking at you. He looking at everything around you. He looking at your wickedness. Imagine some badass kids at a park messing with an old man like they did with Elisha. And the angels is like, dang, and just marks him. I'm talking about literally marks him like, and here it is, you got death angels following you now. He got that writer's inkhorn, and he write it on your forehead. You're marked, you're done. Bro, that's some scary stuff, man. But that's what goes on in the earth, man. Them angels ain't just floating in the sky doing nothing. Go ahead.
It says, verse 18. Then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me and said, O man, greatly beloved, fear not, peace be unto thee, be strong, yea, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened and said, let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Then said he, knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee?
Do you know where I'm coming from or why I'm coming to you? Go ahead.
And now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia.
So this angel is saying, do you know why or where I'm coming from or why I'm coming to you? He says, I came to strengthen you, but now I'm about to go join this battle. Now I'm about to go fight. This is an angel talk. He want to go fight what? There's angels that's on the prince of Persia, and then you had angels, the Greeks came after them. So let's just say the Greeks. They had angels fighting with them too. So it's not just a carnal war. Go ahead.
And when I am gone forth, lo, the prince of Grecia shall come.
See? Go ahead.
But I will show thee that which is noted in the scripture of truth. And there is none that holdeth with me in these things, but Michael, your prince.
You see that? And when you go into 12:1, it said that Michael was going to stand up and fight for the nation of Israel. But is this talking about the whole nation of Israel? Like I said earlier, of course not. 2 out of 3 of our people got to die. They're not going to be protected. This is the time to get your election sealed or not.
Yeah. I seen an article, a post. It said that Iran, I believe, had launched over 100 missiles upon Israel, right? And then I seen a post directly after that. It said Joe Biden has declared that we must defend Israel at all costs.
They have to. Article 5. You got your phone? Go to Article 5 on your phone. Article 5, when you are in treaty with another country and they go to war, it's a sign of war on all the nations. Just like now, if some people came over trying to fight him, people, you think I'm about to stand here? Hell no. We about to go to work. And that's the same way it is with these nations as a whole. If Iran go to war, Russia gonna go to war. Russia's sitting back. Because Iran is a part of BRICS, I believe. So Iran and China, Russia and China, they just sitting back like, yeah, do something. They trying to, what does it says? It says the least of the flock shall draw him out. So what they doing is, through the spirit, Esau is being drawn out so he can fight, he can join the battle. And that's when everything gonna get cracking. When America get joined, everything gonna get cracking. Go ahead.
This is Article 5 from the NATO homepage.
Now go to the go to click on it and go all the way down. The first one.
It says
Yeah, right there.
It says collective defense means that an attack against one ally is considered as an attack against all allies.
So this is the NATO Article 5, which is the National Atlantic Treaty Organization, meaning America's allies. And America has this same treaty with Israel. The same treaty with Israel, man. So the moment that Israel go to war with Iran, America has to help. And a lot of these Americans, proud to be an American, they're going to get drafted in the army. And they're going to have to fight. Hey, and they ain't strong enough to fight. They all want to be family men. They ain't strong enough to fight, man. They weak. These other countries, their men, they actually getting trained from being a child, man. They over there getting punched in their stomach as children by grown men, making sure that they can take it, man. While we over here, well, not we, the American people over here trying to play this white picket fence, living this American dream that been fucking dead.
Yeah, man. They over here eating Twinkies and Cheetos and shit.
Yep.
While the other nations, they learning how to shoot rifles.
Yeah.
You know, and we got Twitch gamers, and you know, you go run into a 5-year-old on the 2K lobby, and he giving you the work.
Yep.
He a professional.
That's all he know how to do, though.
Man, but the other nations, you know, they know how to shoot rifles and work knives, and they know how to run for miles and stuff like that.
Right? And they ban the foods that you eat every day.
Yeah, they eating healthy.
Yeah. They banning those foods you eating every day. So of course they stronger than you physically. Yeah. Them niggas can probably jump over a damn wall, man. All right, so we read that. The defense says when you fight against one ally, you have all of the rest of them have to join, or they are not an ally anymore. So therefore, you seen the video where Iran shot the missiles at Israel. America got to get it cracking. What you gonna do? And in Obadiah chapter 1, you get Obadiah chapter 1, it says something very specific. This is how America's allies are going to turn on them and nuke them because of things like this, them using excuses on why they want to help. They don't want to help. Hey, America know they weak nowadays. America know they ain't got nothing but trainees in their army. Or if they not trainees, they act like fucking trainees. They know that already. They know how weak they are, man. Go ahead. 1 and 3.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
So the pride of thine heart has deceived you. You think you so almighty powerful, bro. You think you so powerful that the Most High God even say it in multiple different books, who exalt himself as he is God. That's talking about America, man. That's talking about Babylon the Great. It's talking about the government officials, man, who really think they something because they have advanced technology that the Most High God put on your scientists to do. Hey, we be looking at mad scientists every day. Elon Musk, mad scientist. Bill Gates, mad scientist.
Right.
These are mad scientists that you be wishing to see that on the movies and shit. Hair all nappy, got the glasses with the white trench suit. Nigga, that's Elon Musk and Bill Gates. And they don't want to advance in technology, man. Hey, go look at Operation Paperclip, where America went over there to Germany and kidnapped 1,000 scientists, man, to help further their technology. That was all through the spirit of the Most High, man.
Hey, the Germans had a bunch of mad scientists. That's probably why they wanted them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Germans' technology during the time of World War II.
Yeah.
They technology was coveted after. Everybody, that's where you get the term German engineering, because they technology was advanced, right? And it said, this is just speculation. This is just talk. But it said that they was dealing with like the occult, and you know, demons and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, to further their technology.
And that's what we said. And that's true, though.
Yeah.
The Most High God gives them that wisdom on the left-hand side.
I believe it.
Bro, they could use, and I'll say this in my lesson, bro, they could use this technology to actually show us shit. They can actually show us what it looked like in the biblical times, man. Yeah. With this technology, you can actually show us and make it look real. But they choosing it to distract our minds while they coming up with an Agenda 2030. What a WEF is having these damn secret meetings. Pack for the future. Yeah, pack for the future and all this dumbass shit. That's what they using technology for. Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat. Like, why the hell do you need all of those different sites? You got 10-year-olds. Hey, my niece, she only like 11, 12 years old. She had Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. She had all of those. And it's just like in Twitter. No child should have Twitter, man. When you just when you download that and you click on it, bro, you just gonna start seeing a whole bunch of shit a child shouldn't see, man. That's facts. All right, but you had something? What?
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
meaning high. You exalt yourself high. You think of yourself as something. That's why they got the term proud to be an American. That's pride. That's pride, man. You exalting yourself. Right? Go ahead.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
So the Lord said he's going to let you get high with your technology. Nigga, he's talking about technology. He's talking about all the things that they're building in their technology. Do you know it costs almost $1 billion to make those fighter jets that they got? It's talking about their technology. Because in the ancient world, bro, they was explaining the way they was explaining chariots and planes. Every time they seen scorpions with stingrays on them, and they couldn't even explain it. But we're in those times. What's up with it, brother? Y'all believe in the Bible? Yeah. Have you heard of the Israelites? What you think? You know what we out here doing? Trying to chop it up for a minute, or for sure. Yeah. Hey, maybe next time. Please, bro. Yes, sir. But going back to my point, yes, sir. But going back to my point, man, this is talking about technology. What he's talking about, you exalting yourself among the stars of heaven, because everybody is coveting after America now. Everybody want America now. They kind of passed it now, but there was a point in time where countries wouldn't dare speak against America, man. They wouldn't dare. What the? Wow. Go ahead. I think
it says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
Then when you get at your highest peak with technology, then the Lord is going to come slaughter you, just to show you that you wasn't never nothing in the first place.
Yeah.
America going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. Go ahead, though. All right?
It says, if thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough?
Hey, and that's America. Like when you go, like he's giving an example, when thieves come in, they steal grapes. They're going to take until they got enough. America don't do that. They take everything, and then they'll leave an American embassy there to scrape the rest of the peanut butter out of it.
To continually oppress.
Yeah.
That's how they doing Jake. They squeezing Jake for everything we got.
You know, like that toothpaste?
Yeah.
When you ain't trying, you being cheap and you squeezing every little bit out of it instead of going to go buy a new one.
You know it's more. Like you trying to, you got it.
Hey, you got the little, you got the little pencil in it, you got it rolled up.
Yeah.
You getting every little piece out. That's Esau, man.
That's how they doing us, man.
Yep. That's Esau for you. Let's continue.
It says, if the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Of course they would. They're not about to take. They're not about to take the smashed grapes, huh? They're not about to take the grapes that got holes in them. But Esau is. Esau is taking everything. He ain't giving you nothing. What do you think this new world order is about? What do you think the RFID chip is about? It's simply about being able to track you and not let you have control of anything. Hey, they got something they coming out with, and nobody noticed. It's called social crediting. You know what that is? If you're speaking against society or anything like that, they can stop you from going into stores. They can stop you from buying certain, anything you go out to buy. They can stop you from doing that simply by your social score.
So if you don't,
your social score.
So if you don't conform to what they want you to conform to.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
What's up with it, bro? Yeah, but that's what it's called, a social credit score. Social credit score, man. Go look it up. Imagine you can't go into a store because you're known as a Hebrew Israelite. So you can't go into the grocery store and buy no food, man. Ain't that crazy? That sounds like wickedness. Because we the ones that got the truth, man. What's up with it, brother? Go ahead, huh?
It says,
We about to get to the point right now. Go ahead.
it says, how are the things of Esau searched out?
Uh-huh.
How are his hidden things sought up?
So how? Because of I'm gonna get the precept for it. This is how. This is how the things of Esau are searched up. This is Psalms chapter 64.
Bring it over.
Psalms chapter 64 and uh 8. Psalms chapter 64 and 8, and it says, so they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. That's how. All the information that we getting from these people, guess what? They're called whistleblowers. These are the ones that's giving us this information of their nation. We too dumb to understand it. We worrying about being social media kings and queens. That's what Jake is worrying about. Bro, do you know how many people are posting Diddy shit? It's just like, damn, okay, let the nigga who gives, we already knew this shit. I mean, we have to observe what he doing. No, we have to observe the facts, of course. But bro, you shouldn't make that a priority, bro. Be worrying about P. Diddy, man. We knew the nigga was doing it. Come on now. Go to Facebook to see how many people, you know what I'm talking about if you on Facebook. How many people was talking about P. Diddy in this case? It's just a distraction, like, nigga, you talking about that. But what about this Pack for the Future article right here that they passing right now? Right, this New World Order, this Agenda 2030, the King Alfred Plan. What about this? The Monroe Doctrine. What about that? Straight up, man. Hey, what about Black Wall Street? The president of Black Wall Street was Jake, a woman and a black so-called Negro man and a Negro woman. They was the president of the Black Wall Street, the new Black Wall Street, and they ended up dead, man. And the record said, the autopsy say, or the record said they killed each other. That's what it said. That's all the information they had for us. And now Black Wall Street is backed by Citibank. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. Now it's backed by Citibank. Are you what? Yeah. Like we about to fall for that shit,
bro. The FBI is notorious for doing that.
Yeah,
they really just sending a message. They'll kill somebody in an obvious way to where you can see that they were murdered or that there was some foul play, and then they'll tell the public like, "Oh, it has been ruled a suicide. Yep. A man done shot himself in the head 8 times. Yep. How was that a suicide? Y'all telling us that's a suicide?"
Hey, he said 8 times.
Bro, that's the type of stuff.
Hey, that is true, though,
that's
bro.
what they do.
He said 8 times.
Ain't no man never shot himself in the head 8 times, man. The FBI, they will kill you for being a whistleblower, man. But we not afraid because we got the Most High God, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh shot.
I'm gonna have to take that.
We don't fear no man.
He said 8 times. Yeah, that's true, though. All right, where was he at? But that's how the things of Esau are searched out. his own people. The Most High is putting his spirit on people. Like Joanne something. I forgot her name was Joanne something. She the first one that told us that fucking Obama's wife was actually a man. Then everybody start following up on it, and it coming to fruition like it's true. But she the one that I think it's Joanne Rivers. I think that's her name. She the one that brought out that Obama's wife is actually a man. She brought that out first, man. That mug is beautiful. That's German Shepherd mixed Belgian Malamute. Gotta be.
Damn, Labradoodle or something.
Nah,
Excuse me.
no way.
What kind of dog is that? That's it?
That's no way.
Wow. I would breed them. She's stupid. She just said, "No, this is my baby."
Yeah, of course.
I'll be
It's
selling
probably
them
neutered and everything.
I'll be selling them.
It's probably neutered and everything, man. That's what's walking around here, a whole bunch of neutered ass niggas, man. Go ahead.
It says,
A
Obadiah.
whole bunch of weak, neutered ass niggas. Only thing they want to be 24/7 is under their girl. And the majority of the time they want to be under their girl just so she won't cheat.
Right.
Just so they can make sure that she's not doing anything crazy. Like, damn, nigga, grow some nuts. If she gonna cheat, bro, she gonna do that shit regardless. Hey, a woman will know. She'll know that that she's starting to fight with you so you can leave, but she'll still continue that shit. She'll still continue to fight, and you'll be like, bro, you're just trying to do this so you can leave. And she'll still continue to do it.
When I was green back in the day, I fell for the okie doke, man. I'm like, damn, I see tripping so hard. Yeah, it wasn't even worth leaving about.
Exactly. That's how we know. And we'll call them out on it, like, bro, you just trying to leave. And I've been through that shit before too, and I didn't say it. Bro, you just trying to fight so you can leave. I don't know where you going, but I know it ain't nowhere good.
Yeah. She gonna go leave and go deal with another man.
Yeah.
And
Come back happy.
Yeah, come back.
Come back happy. You can go ahead and say you ain't never been through that. And if you have, why you falling for the okie doke today? If that woman if she don't accept the Most High God and his son, nigga, she don't accept you, man. And that's a fact. Go ahead.
Let's say
Yeah, verse 7. Verse 7. So this is the point I want to get out of the whole chapter. I know we went on a little rant, but all praises to the Most High. The Spirit blows where it listed. Go ahead.
all the men of thy confederacy.
So the word confederacy. Let's get that word for people who don't know for edification's sake. We know what it means. It means it means allies. Like we read in Article 5. Article 5, it spoke of allies. Is a defense on allies is a defense against all other allies. Roughly paraphrasing, you get it. You can go back and play the video and see.
One fight, we all fight.
Yeah, in a nutshell, one fight, we all fight. So let's get the word confederate. So the word confederate.
And this also go back to Psalms 83.
On my phone one day. Yeah, it goes back to Psalms 83. They're confederate against thee, like the brother said. So all these nations hate each other, but one thing they are in agreement is you don't wake up, because they know we go hard. They know we go hard. That's why when you walk down the street, they move out the way, because they know who we are. They know we go hard, man, and they know what they did to us. They tell us to let it go, but here it is. They still afraid of something. Go ahead.
This is the definition of confederate from the Oxford Languages Dictionary.
Yep.
It says joined by an agreement or treaty.
Yep. North Atlantic Treaty Organization. That's what NATO means. Yep. Northern Atlantic, the North Atlantic Ocean. All of those nations that surrounding the North Atlantic Ocean, they have a treaty with each other. And it's an organization. They come up with decisions and make rules and penal codes and draconian measures for the countries that's within it.
Yeah.
So read that again.
And they all in damn cahoots.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, you can read the scripture. That's my fault.
They in cahoots, man, in the nutshell.
A lot of niggas think, I'm gonna just move out the country. Nigga, they all in cahoots. You think just because Russia is threatening America that he not thinking the same thing? Like, bro, we can't let these niggas rule, therefore we ain't gonna rule.
Hey, it speak about that in the gospel. That's why the Pharisees, they didn't want the people to believe on Yahushua, because they said if everybody believes on Yahushua, the Romans are gonna come and take our place. And they're gonna take our place. They're gonna come, they ain't gonna have it. It's gonna mess up what we got going. We got it good, man. If they believe on Yahushua, the Romans ain't gonna let us keep doing what we doing.
And niggas is Roman Catholics. You Roman Catholic, but here it is. There's a record in the scriptures in John 11:48 where it says, if these people believe on Yahushua or Jesus, the Romans is gonna come and take away everything. And you a Roman Catholic? You are crazy, man. You are crazy. And that's a message towards Issachar, Northern Kingdom, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
Come out of that Catholicism. Yeah, it's not for you. It says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
See that? All of these treaty organizations, you got the NATO, you got the European Union, which America's a part of that too. All the men that be at peace with America, what?
Have deceived thee.
They deceive you. They actually making deals and agreements with Russia and China behind closed doors. But America's so puffed up in pride, they didn't think like, and the Bible gonna say that. Go ahead.
And prevailed against thee.
And they gonna win. The word prevail goes back to win. When you go to Revelation chapter 17, it says that the horns is the ones that's gonna nuke America. America's allies are gonna nuke America, man. That's what it says in Revelation chapter 17. Go ahead. That's how it be, though. That's the world in a nutshell. I'm glad you made mention of that, because that's the world in a nutshell, man. We bringing out prophecy, and the world just ignoring it, trying to look cute on bikes and car and in a new car and all. You know, they just trying to look cute. You got it's 2024 where men trying to look cute in cars, man, like a female. Go ahead.
It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
You see that? The Most High said he's going to destroy the wise men out of Edom. Elon Musk, Bill Gates, those wise men, and there's plenty more, right? You got Klaus Schwab, right? You got Yatari, the Yatari nigga. These are the wise men of Edom, the Most High going to destroy. Go ahead.
It says, shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty.
See that? The understanding in the mount of Esau. All they understanding that they got, all they strategies that they got, that shit gonna come to naught when it's actually time to use it.
Right.
You know, like right before you about to fight a nigga, you're like, bro, I'm gonna get up in him. I'm gonna hit him with a right, and I'm gonna hit him with a left. But then he gonna square up a different way. You're gonna be like, damn.
Your whole plan gonna go
that
out
whole
the window.
plan going out the window. It's time to start over, buddy.
Yeah.
And you better make sure you got something. You better make sure you got a plan B. Go ahead.
The Lord gonna confound their ass.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He's saying he gonna confound the wise men of Edom.
Oh, praise.
Bro, if he confound the wise men of Edom, what does that leave the peasants? For real.
Oh, man. Oh, praise.
Yeah. Look.
It says, and thy mighty men, O Taman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter.
And that's gonna happen slowly but surely. We're gonna be chasing Esau all around the earth, man. That's why I said the Bible saying, I believe it's in the book of Job, where he shall be chased off the earth. All the Edomites gotta go, but we gotta go find them. It's gonna be fun. Abaratazai, we a part of that number, man. That's gonna be whoever got that lot, man. I'm telling you, I know they gonna have fun. They gonna have fun, straight up. But it said that the men that was confederate with them, allies with them, they're gonna deceive thee. You didn't even read that verse where it said he's gonna deceive thee and lay a wound under them. Okay, that's the part I want.
Verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
They brought them out, right? Like how Iran is shooting missiles at Israel. They're trying to bring Esau out. right? Go ahead. Even though them are Esau also, but America is the prime piece on this war chessboard that they want to come out. That's like the king. They want to move the other pawns and everybody out the way, and they want to get to that king, of course. Go ahead.
It says, the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Yep.
And prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread,
they that eat with you,
have
all this merchant, import, export, right? Everything made from China, Taiwan, all these places. The men that eat with you, go ahead.
The men that eat that, Salakia, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
You know what that means? And guess what? Wolves can smell wounds. I was watching this movie, it's called The Gray. And he was, you know, some movies, they got so much information in them. And this movie was solely about wolves and how wolves, they know when you're tired. They can, and when they can smell cuts on you, and they consider that you being wounded, and they will follow you until that wound gets bigger or you get tired to where they can get inside of that wound. And they'll be a mile away from you watching you. That's how wolves get down. And these nations they can be liking the wolves because they smell this wound under America. And the wound of America is that this fucking army is weak. Man, there was a point in time where Esau had a mighty army, man. The cavalry, them niggas was handling business. They was gonna die for what they honor, you know, what they had honor in. Now, bro, these niggas don't even know why they're dying. They going to war and don't even know why they're going to war, man.
Hey, I'll tell you something I know about this generation that I grew up in. These niggas only go to they enroll in the military just for the money. They think they can go buy them a new Charger. No, you're going to war, brother. You're going to the front lines, bro.
You're going to the front line, bucko.
Good buddy. They finna send you out. And you know, that ain't gonna make for a good soldier, man. Cause they not even on one accord, man. He's gonna be out there thinking he's gonna have a gun, it's gonna be cold, wet, he's gonna be shaking. Like, man, I just wanted a Charger, man.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, that's what it say in the book of 2 Ezra 13. It says that they're gonna be afraid, yet durst fight. Meaning the Lord is gonna put his spirit on them to fight. The Lord is they're gonna be so afraid. And we know what happens when you're so afraid. You get the bubble guts. I have been in that situation where you think you about to die and you feel like you gotta take a shit. Bro, that is the scariest feeling in the world. And that's why the majority of people that die, when you die, all your muscles relax and you shit on yourself. You piss and shit on yourself. That's how the world, they're gonna be so afraid, their stomach's gonna start turning, but the Lord is gonna put his spirit on them to fight anyway. You can see fighter jets going to the chariots, like, this nigga scared as hell. And it's over with. Not a scratch on the chariot. Amaranth's we can see that and laugh, man. Like, look at this idiot. Or look down, look at this idiot. Or we drinking some old wine.
Yeah.
2 sips and you lit.
Yeah.
All right, what was that? It said had laid a wound under thee. There was one more little tiny piece, a piece to the puzzle. So he says he gonna lay a wound under thee, and it's something else. So I'll finish it. It says, they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Meaning Esau don't even know we're telling him. Esau still don't understand. He still don't believe what we're saying. We're telling him the nations is about to nuke this place. There's none understanding in him. He don't even understand what we're selling him. He's still trying to go forward with this new world order. You still got Issachar building the highways. You still got him building new buildings. Like he's not about to have to go to war pretty soon and they're going to have millions of casualties. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 24. Therefore saith the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel. I will ease me of mine adversaries. Woo. And avenge me of mine enemies. What that mean? That's what we was just speaking about. He gonna step on all his enemies, man. He gonna show them that he a man of war, and he gonna bring destruction upon the nations, right? And he gonna put everything in subjection
under Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. That's who he's sending to do it,
right?
Man, you can just imagine the kind of fighting style Yahushua gonna have when he get here, man. It tell you in Isaiah 63 that it says he's gonna have blood sprinkled upon his garment. That means he's gonna be up close and personal with people, man.
Man.
And in the 2nd Ezra chapter 2, it says that he's taller than everybody else. So I can picture him, and he's probably like 9 foot, but he's so powerful, he's so strong, he's like, boom, kick you way over there. Sock him way over there, bro. You can just imagine the kind of strength he's gonna have.
All the shit you see in movies and animes, that's what I can see.
Dragon Ball Z.
That's what came to my
Like
mind.
when he'll hit you twice, boom, boom, and you fly way over there, and he boom, and you fly up there, and bro, you can just imagine what kind of strength he gonna have.
Shoot a fireball.
Yeah,
Bro, it's the Lord we talking about. He got all that mastered.
or his sword it stays on fire. You know, we just talking through the spirit.
Yeah, man.
But we hope we see stuff like this, man.
Hey,
We hope we see stuff like this, but we know for one thing, Yahushua is coming to wage war on the nations. That's a fact. And it says that he's going to get busy in a chariot when he first comes, and he's going to get busy when he get off that chariot.
it say, verse 25, and I will turn my hand upon thee and purely purge away thy dross and take away all thy sin. So that's going back to being purified, man. He gonna make us clean again. He gonna put those laws on our inward parts, and we're not gonna sin no more, man.
Yep, and that sprinkling clean water on us is when you go into the blue letter, it goes into his judgments, because water and fire are 2 cleaning mechanisms. So in order to clean us, he has to put us through judgment. That's how he's going to clean us. So all praises to the Most High God. The judgments that we be going through, it's not to destroy us, it's to build character. It's to make us better. But always remember this. There, Isaiah 48:22, there is no peace, said the Lord, to the wicked. That's how you're going to determine if the Lord is trying to build you up or is he trying to destroy you, man. Go ahead.
It says, and I will restore thy judges as at the first.
And we can't wait for that to happen, man. Judging the nation, starting with the 12 apostles, man. Like, man, put his ass to death, man. Or if they find some Edomites, we already know. Put them in the farthest in the back, man. We don't even want to, bro, we don't even want to look at, like the elder said, we don't even want to look at no Edomites. If we see Edomites in our presence, that's a sign that we in the hood. And we don't want to be in the hood, man.
Right.
Because you know there is white people that ain't never seen black people face to face in their whole life, bro. In this country, they ain't never seen black people. They've been living in Beverly Hills their whole life and ain't never left Beverly Hills, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, and thy counselors, as at the beginning, afterward thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city.
Yep. And you know that didn't happen. That's not talking about in the time of Isaiah. This is future prophecy. We're still waiting on this to happen. That faithful city. All nations are going to come and bring their riches into us, man. We can't wait, man. And we're going to have the same thing, the utensils, the fertile tree of Lebanon, those trees of Lebanon that they're going to be bringing to us, we're going to make them build with it. So you're going to be bringing us the wood, and you're going to be building it.
Ooh.
Is that 2?
Nah, I'm just read down to verse 31.
Go ahead.
Fire. It says, Zion shall be redeemed with judgment, and her converts with righteousness. Hey, man, the Lord is going to redeem us, man. He gonna put forth mighty works like he did when he redeemed us out of Egypt.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It say, and her converse with righteousness, man. We gonna put on righteousness, man, as a cloak, as a robe of glory, man.
That's a breastplate.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna be able to pierce through it either. It's gonna be made out of iron.
But it's saying the destruction of the transgressors and of the sinners shall be together, and they that forsake the Lord shall be consumed. So it ain't over just yet. You definitely got to endure unto the end, man. Wisdom, what it say?
Wisdom and knowledge shall be the
The ability of thy times.
and the strength of salvation.
Right. So you should be trying to get wisdom, man. You should be trying to walk in as much wisdom as you can, nigga, manage.
But the truth is, a lot of people don't got faith. That's why they don't be studying, reading a book, and actually trying to find opportunities to grow in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because they don't really believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. you watching the videos and you know while you chilling at the crib and you maybe do that once a week, you might even do it every day. That don't make you wise.
Yep.
What makes you wise is obeying the Most High God, Yahweh, right? Fearing Him.
That's what it says in Deuteronomy 4:9. It says, "This shall be the wisdom and knowledge, wisdom and understanding in the sight of the nations." They were talking about obeying the law, statutes, commandments.
Yep.
And they're gonna say this is a wise and understanding people. That's what they're gonna say about individuals and us as a nation.
Right. Not just knowing it. You got people walking around saying that they Israelites and they not keeping the commandments. Don't you know the people you trying to teach looking at you like you a fool?
Yep.
They like, this nigga full of shit. This nigga talking about that Israelite shit and he still smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You think they feeling you, man? They not. Jake is gonna find any excuse to not do the right thing, and you giving them excuses. Come on, man. You can't be no hypocrite. You can't. You got to do better, man. Just watching the videos ain't enough.
Hey, what does Yahweh Shai hate the most?
Hypocrites.
Come
man.
on, bro. That's some scary stuff. If that's what he hate the most, why are you doing that? And you can simply be doing that just by saying you're an Israelite, but ain't proving you Israelite. Because the Israelites then already proved what it takes to be a real Israelite, man. It's about inwardly and outwardly, man. We already shown it, so they can sift through that and see that you not doing that, man.
Right.
They can be like, bro, you not going out to the highways like them niggas is.
Right.
You at the house, like you said, getting high as hell.
Wouldn't that be a cut if they just pulled up on you like, hey, today Passover?
Yeah.
Why you ain't at Passover?
Or hey, today the Sabbath.
Today the Feast of Trumpets, right?
Why you buying?
Yeah,
Why
like
you buying?
your world.
And then they'd be like, nigga, ain't you in the store too? You like, but I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
He didn't cut you all the way
You're
up.
cut. You're cut. You're finished. That's hey. That's the type of things you welcome though when you're not walking after his laws, statutes, and commandments, following his son, man. You're gonna be exposed because you playing around in the last days. The ship, hey, what it say on Noah's Ark? I think it said the angel closed the ark.
Yeah, that wasn't Noah that closed that big ass door, that big ass ark door, that gate. The angel of the Lord closed it. And guess what? Noah couldn't open that door. You think Noah wasn't feeling sorry for those people when he heard men, women, and children screaming?
Yeah.
You think Noah wasn't feeling bad and feeling sorry? Like, damn, what? Like, come on, man, don't kill them all. He killed all of them.
Yeah. We want our people to repent for sure, but when the Lord call it and he closed that window of repentance, it's nothing we can't do for you. You can't all of a sudden like, I ain't even gonna lie. One of my cousins, we was talking about the end times, you know, because I be trying to convert him and stuff. We was talking about the end times, and I'm like, such and such is gonna happen. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be like this. And you know, like, well, what you gonna do in those times? He said, I'm gonna come find you. I'm like, nigga,
Get Jeremiah 15 while you
you,
go ahead.
you think it's finna work like that, bro? Nah,
I'll get it for you.
bro, you ain't finna come find me nothing.
Hey, he don't know that it's already scriptures prepared for that kind of stuff. It's like, bro, that's what you think. They didn't think that of old,
Right?
like, nigga, you think it's something new? This is Jeremiah chapter 15:1.
No.
Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Talking about the Israelites. Moses stood before the Most High God and tried to vouch for Israel. He bowed down like 4 times in the book of Numbers, begging the Most High not to kill the nation of Israel. Samuel did the same thing. It says, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they shall say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity.
Yeah.
Nigga, go fulfill your life. That's what the Lord gonna tell. Through the spirit of this brother, if his cousin walk up on him, if his cousin do find him in that day, he gonna be like, Jeremiah 15:2 is for you. And he gonna be like, bro, what does it say? Read it to me. And when he read it, he gonna be like, man, come on, man. Bro, you see what they doing out there? Bro, you don't see that?
That's all we can do. That's all we can do, bro. All the prophets of the Lord, like, you see the same thing. Like, I can only do what the Lord said. I can't prophesy you. That's just, you gotta just follow. You gotta go to your life.
Neither do we want to.
Right.
If we gotta work, you gotta work. Hey, that's just like homeless people. Homeless people get mad because you don't want to give them money. Like, nigga, we gotta work just like you. You can't not work and we supposed to work and give all our loose money to you. Nah, bro. It don't work like that. And we knowing you about to go buy some methamphetamines with it or some alcohol. Now, I really don't have a problem with when it comes to homeless people and getting a little alcohol, unless they just known as a straight drunkard. Because I think I would do the same thing if I was homeless. You know, that wine or that strong drink, it says it's for them that's ready to perish. And then you don't get no closer than that than a depressed woman, the homeless person, man. They be ready to perish, man, because, you know, they out here. They see the world for what it is. No love, no mercy, no compassion, without natural affection, lovers of themselves. That's where all those characteristics come into play, man. But it's one more verse on it, verse 3. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. So even the animals are included in this judgment of the Lord for the people that's playing around, who thinking they gonna come holler at the Lord when it's too late. Straight up. Let's get one more. Let's get Isaiah chapter 10 and 20. Get up out of here. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 20.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob.
So how are we going to escape? Because we know through the scriptures, the Most High God, this nation against nation and all this different confusion, the Lord is going to use even the heathens and our 2/3 of our people as a shield for the elect, man. While they fighting each other and then martial law get declared and they trying to stop Jake that's going crazy out there on the streets because they mad because they can't go into the liquor store no more because they got to get an RFID chip, or they can't do all this different wickedness. The clubs is shut down. All of this, they gonna go out there and they gonna act an ass. Or if Esau decide they want to start going against Jake, or starting with the Venezuelans, which is Jake too. When they start slaughtering them, you think they the only ones they gonna start slaughtering the Negroes too. And once they start getting that cracking, Jake gonna start fighting back eventually. They're gonna be scared at first, because it talks about who's gonna rile up the Lion of Judah, talking about the Southern Kingdom, Judah. But they're gonna start fighting back, and the elect is gonna be somewhere hiding, man. They're gonna be a shield for us, apparatus on us, if we're a part of that number. But finish that out. You got something? No. Go ahead.
It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
So if you go to Isaiah chapter 14, it'll tell you who smote us. It's talking about the Edomites. They the ones that smote us, man. They the ones that smote us with a continual stroke. Smote means, you know, they did harm to us, violence. It tell you in Daniel chapter 8 and 23, I believe it is, it said that through his policies, he's going to destroy us. Through his craft, he was going to destroy us. Roughly paraphrasing. I know it said through his policies and through craft, he was going to destroy us and cause us great harm. Right? Well, go ahead. It says, stay upon him that smote us, but what?
It says, but shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth.
And you see that? And truth and sincerity. John chapter 4, they that worship the Most High God must worship him in spirit and truth. Meaning, if you hear it in the Bible or you read it in the Bible, you know it's the truth. So if you don't do it, guess what? You are following unrighteousness. You are not following the truth. In fact, you are going about establishing your own righteousness. But it says they shall stay upon the Holy One of Israel. The word stay upon means depend upon. And a lot of you niggas don't got the faith to stay upon the Most High God in these last days. You don't. Light bills coming around, you start panicking. Hey, who called upon the Most High God when the pandemic came about in 2020? Did the world call upon the Most High, or did they do exactly what Esau told them to do and go buy some damn tissue and some damn
hand
sanitizers, man, hand sanitizer? That's what they did exactly what Esau told them to do, and then they waited for these stimulus checks, bro. If you go into the word stimulus, man, it goes directly to Isaiah chapter 10 and 20. If you want to, the word stimulus goes into, dependency. And that's what they did. They waited a while to give y'all these checks, and y'all got the check and gave it right back to their dumb asses. Straight up, man. This is us blowing the trumpet in Zion, man, warning our people. Because we don't have those trumpets where we can assemble our people. We don't have those trumpets unless it's a feast day. We blowing the trumpet on a new moon or on a feast of trumpets. But spiritually, we warning our people week in and week out, each and every day. We warning them to repent for the remission of sins. You got anything else? So with that, man, we want to give Kol Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah. Shalom.
Shalom.